Hi everyone, welcome back to week 4 of Sci-Fi Horror Month of the Spooky Movie Club. This week we watched one of my favorite horror films, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. I'm sure you can't tell at all that this is one of my favorite horror films. Even Rump Roast is sick of me talking about it. But you'll have to stay tuned to see if my thoughts have changed. All right, before we get started with my thoughts about this movie I've seen 1,000 times, we have to read the back of the box. This is the steel book, so obviously it doesn't have anything on the back, doesn't have anything inside, but we're in luck because we have this one as well. We could read the back of the box here, or we have this one here. We could read the back of this box. We bought the steel book and we were going to give these away to Goodwill. And now I'm like, maybe we shouldn't give these away to Goodwill. It's like, I've had this movie since I was 12 years old. Because everybody's kind of questioning my love of Killer Klowns. I've had this Midnight Movie thing since I've been 12. I think we're going to read the back of the Midnight Movies one because it also has some fun facts on there that I think would be fun to read. So it's the same. It's actually the same, but this one has fun facts. Finally, the truth about clowns is out. Beneath their smirky, sinister grins and wildly patterned clothes are clever killers from out of this world. The juxtaposition of their toy store arsenal and malevolent intent proves to be a tasty combination. And this killer entertainment that will leave you fearing these big-top creatures for good. A spaceship looking like a circus tent lands in a field near a small town, signaling the attack of deviant, red-nosed, balloon-twisting psychos from another world who plan to annihilate mankind by turning people into cotton candy. Luckily, the town's teen citizenry decides to fight back and teach the cosmic bozos a lesson. But these clowns are no klutzes, turning popcorn, peanuts, and caramel corn into playful but deadly weapons of madcap destruction and mayhem. LA Weekly said, I guess in 1988, a sinister 3-ring circus of sneaky gore. Yes, this is the Midnight Movies DVD. It came out in 2001. I've had this for a very long time. Some fun facts that are interesting. The director had hoped the shower scene would rival Hitchcock's masterpiece, Psycho, substituting a toilet bowl swirl for the shower drain. Spoiler, it doesn't. Okay, next fun fact. The $2 million budget went primarily to production costs. The clowns and visual effects were created almost entirely by the filmmakers at very little cost. So that's fascinating to me. That I bring that up a lot in my 3 things. And then the last fun fact. Star Grant Kramer, Mike, is the son of Terry Moore, the Hollywood contract actress who was allegedly the secret wife of Howard Hughes. Oh, scandal. Killer Klowns scandal. I think the back of the box is a great job of describing how fun this movie is. Excellent job. So yeah, let's get into my 3 things. All right, so the first thing I want to discuss kind of brings in the $2 million budget is the set design, the production design. Honestly, every time I watch it, it kind of blows me away. I'm like fascinated by what they accomplished for that money and knowing now that most of that went to like production costs, probably like camera equipment and all of that. And it blows my mind how colorful everything was. And even like the big things like the cotton candy cocoons and the popcorn guns and the big like balloon that they stored a Debbie in. It just, how creative that was. But even the small things, even the tiniest details, like the knobs that they used, or the buttons that you would press, or the matte paintings that they had that looked kind of silly when you're watching it in high definition and Blu-ray, but still very charming, very cute. They really captured what it kind of feels like to be at a circus, even though it was meant to be frightening, and it was in a way. It just had this magical charm to it that I loved. And I thought they did a great job with utilizing the money that they had and creating all of these wonderful elements. I mean, they didn't look the best. I mean, it didn't look like you were on like a multi-million-dollar movie shoot with these wonderful like set design, but the way they used the money that they had was excellent, and I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Let's talk about Event Horizon, okay? I think this circus spaceship looked better than the Event Horizon spaceship. I'm just going to say that now. I mean, they even had a balloon dog. They even had a balloon guard dog. They really thought things through very creatively. The second thing I want to talk about is the clown creature design. Again, every time I watch this movie, it just fascinates me and it blows my mind how good these things look. I mean, again, you had a small budget, and yeah, they're rubber masks, but the rubber masks look really good, I think. And when they're doing like close-ups, they look like animatronic heads to get the expression, and their ears wiggle, and they show their little teeth, their sharp little teeth. And every clown was different. Like the gremlins. I remember I was talking about gremlins and how every gremlin was different. Every clown was different. You had little baby clown, he's the best clown. And you had like the bigger clown who kills Moody the police chief. I don't think he was the chief. He was just like a cop. But that guy. And then at the end, when all the clowns are there and they're waiting for like big bozo, supreme leader clown to come out. There's so many different clowns. There's a clown with a rainbow mullet on. There's so many. They looked also different, had different wigs on. And even in that scene, I love that scene, and I never really took notice to it much before, but like when the ice cream truck comes and they pretend to be like the supreme leader, their little clown faces are just like, oh, and the expressions are so good on them, and you're just like, I don't know, are these clowns that bad, when they kind of do their wiggling ears, and even though they're evil, they kind of look cute. I really like the clown design of them, and I think their attention to detail, not just with set design, but with the creature design, was excellent. And again, with not a lot of money, which is fascinating. All right, and the third thing I want to talk about, the last thing I want to talk about, is that this movie, just in general, has an energy about it, and I really can't explain it, but like, it kind of has... like you're watching it and it's everything. It's the colors, it's the set design, it's the creature design, it's the music. Oh my God, the music. Excellent soundtrack. It's everything all rolled into one. You're just having a good time, you're bopping. It's a vibe you're experiencing. And it has that charm to it. And I can't really explain it. And a lot of movies don't have that. Like, a lot of movies don't have that kind of just good energy, feel good horror movie. I probably can think of one right now, and that would be The Return of the Living Dead. I feel like that had an energy to it, that had a vibe to it. And those movies I just really enjoy. And it may be nostalgia, but there is this charm to Killer Klowns that I don't really think that a lot of movies can pull off. And especially in my favorite scene, when the little baby clown goes and he has his little tricycle, and the big gross bikers are like, oh, can I ride your bike? And he's like, no, you can't ride my bike. And they stomps on it and he crushes the little bike, and you're just like, well, this biker's getting what's coming to him. Why would you crush this little clown's bike? And then the clown knocks his block off. And it's amazing, and you would think that wouldn't be charming, but it is. Every moment of this film just has that good vibe, charming energy to it. I think that is just what this movie is to me. Just a perfect, charming movie. So my final thoughts on my 1000th rewatch of Killer Klowns is that it still freaking rocks. It's still amazing. I think it's a must watch for everyone on planet Earth. Must see Killer Klowns. And if I had to give it a rating, we're doing ratings now, this is probably going to shock people. I would give it 4 rump Jasons out of 5. And that's only because, it's probably like people are like, Jessica, you just went on and on about how much you love this movie. And I'm going to say because it isn't the best movie ever on planet Earth. I know that, okay? I'm self-aware enough to know that. I think a lot of my love for it is nostalgia. And I think that if new people watching this movie may not understand it, or may not get it, may think it not hold up, even though I definitely do. And I think that's why I'm giving it 4 Rump Chasens out of 5. Please do not come for me. I love this movie so much. But in the grand scheme, overarching theme of this whole, whatever we're doing here, whatever this is, it gets 4 Rump Chasens out of 5. But it's a must watch for everyone on planet Earth. And outer space. And every clown in outer space. Okay, so May has 5 Saturdays. And we just figured that out last week. So we thinking of what movie we could do. And it's going to be a sequel. And everybody was clamoring to watch it. They were like, did you watch this? Did you watch this? Or you watch this? Or you watch this? So I thought, hey, why not? Let's just freaking do it. So the bonus movie of May for Sci-Fi Horror Month, we're bringing back the Alien Anthology, and we're going to watch Aliens. I'm assuming there's more than one, if there's an S at the end of the name. I'm interested to see what happens. How does Sigourney get back? Where does it all take place? So I'm interested to see what they do with it. And a lot of people say that they like Aliens better than Alien, which is shocking to me. But I guess we'll see what I think when we watch it next. All right, that wraps it up for Spooky Movie Club. I hope you all enjoyed Killer Klowns as much as I did. How many Rump Chasens out of 5 would you give it? Would you give it more than 4? Would you give it less? I hope you're all excited for Aliens this week. I can't wait to see where they pick it up. We're going to do a viewing party on Discord Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll do the live discussion on Twitch on Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope you can make those. We can hang out. We're making our way through Alien Isolation. Still, it's taking us a little bit. But I hope you can make those. If not, no worries. I'll be back here on Sunday with a review. Bye.